Hi there, families and soon-to-be freshmen at Yorktown High School. I'm Stacy Brewer. I'm the principal here at the high school. Just want to take a couple minutes to say hello, to help you put a face with a name, and to kind of talk a little bit about the transition from 8th grade to 9th grade. So it's a pretty big transition. I don't want to sugarcoat it. I am pretty much a straight shooter and try to be as honest and forthright with you as I can. Now, just because I say it's a pretty big transition, it does not mean it's not a manageable one. It absolutely is. But you need to walk in the door day one with a few things in mind. First of all, we are here to help you. Between myself, the other administrators, your teachers, your mentor that you will have as a freshman, we are all here to support you in any way we can. You just have to ask. And sometimes that's the biggest obstacle that freshmen face, is they still are hung up on that idea that if I ask for help, it's somehow weak, or people are going to judge me, or, you add in the end of the sentence. But the fact of the matter is, who cares? If you need help, you need help. There is no shame in that game, and you should absolutely ask for it. So you will see me out in the hallway a lot. I will look you straight in the face and say hello and ask you how your day is going. I'd like you to respond. That's sometimes another thing that freshmen have a hard time with. You're going from that transition from my friends are the most important thing in my world and adults just annoy me, to now you're starting to enter into that zone where you realize, hey, these adults aren't that bad. They can actually teach me something, and maybe I need to utilize that. So don't be shocked. Also, don't be shocked if you ever get called down to the office. It doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. Now, if you've done something, it's probably bad. But there are also times that I just call students down to check in, see how things are going, and just get to know you a little bit. So don't be alarmed. If your conscience is clear, all is well in the world, okay? Parents, I want to talk to you a little bit. So you are going to be in a situation where your kids are going to be entering into a different environment. There's a level of you feeling nervous for them, maybe remembering what your experience was like in high school, but it's all going to be fine. We're going to take care of your kids. And if you ever need support, my door is always open. My phone is always answered. My emails, I respond. So please don't hesitate to reach out. The more we know about your child, the better we can assist them. So if they hit a rough patch or something amazing is going on in their life that we don't know about, that maybe isn't associated with school, please let us know. I'd love to praise those things that are positive and going on outside of here. And I also, for me to have background knowledge about a student who may be struggling a little bit, doesn't mean that I have to share that information with everyone, but I can certainly share information in a way that helps teachers know that maybe your son or daughter just needs a little extra support right now. So please don't hesitate there. Here's a secret. Your child is going to come home from high school, and for the first maybe 2 days, this statement will be true. From that point forward, it will be false, okay? They're going to come home. You're going to say, how was your day? They're going to say, it was fine. You're going to ask them, do you have any homework? And they are going to look you in the face and tell you no. All right. Now, here's the next thing that is going to happen. You're going to say, are you sure? And they're going to tell you, yeah, I got it all done in ELC. Now, your child is probably not intentionally lying to you, because in their mind they probably do think that they're done, but I would warn, don't allow this. Do not allow this. There is not a circumstance in high school, maybe a week here or there, possibly, but by and large, there's something they need to read. There are notes that they need to review. There are practice something that they need to do for math or science. I can tell you in English, they always have vocabulary tests, or they have DGP, the daily grammar practice, that are coming up. There is always something that they should be either reviewing their notes or going back over. Plus, they should really be double checking PowerSchool and Canvas to make sure that they actually are done. How many of you remember being in high school, all of a sudden on a Sunday evening, you get this sinking instant fear in your stomach because you realize, oh my gosh, I forgot to do whatever. That hasn't changed. So please continue to probe your child and establish a practice where even if all their homework is done, that they are taking time and sitting down, and in those first several weeks, sit down with them. Have them show you what they did in Canvas. Take a look at PowerSchool. I know that sometimes teenagers act like they can't be bothered with us, but they really do want us to show that we're interested. So when they walk in the door and, how was your day? Fine. What did you do? Not much. And they go up to their room and shut the door. Don't let it happen. Show them that you're a part of it. Show them that you're keeping tabs on them. Also, if you ever get communication for us, like missing assignments, if you get a mass email that your child's grade is low, here's the next thing that's going to happen, because kids want to bail themselves out. They're going to tell you, oh no, I turned all that in, everything's fine. We don't do these things unless something is showing us that that something needs to be addressed. So I would follow up. I would just bank on the fact that that there are missing assignments, or that grade is low. And if your child is going to say, oh well, I turned them in, they just haven't graded that yet. Well, if your child turns something in late, couple things. If they do it via Canvas, they must communicate with their teacher and let them know, because if the teacher is letting them turn something in past the due date, they will not get an alert that it has been turned in. So it will just be sitting there in cyberspace. So that's your first thing to ask them. Did you message your teacher that you turned in that late assignment? Okay, and if they say yeah, ask them to show you, because they can absolutely pull up their outbox in Canvas and show you that. It's not that you don't trust them. That's not what it is. It's that sometimes kids genuinely think they have done things. They really do, but they haven't. And normally when we go through this process with them, especially when they're making that transition, these are the things that we find need to be addressed. Ladies and gentlemen, speaking to the kids again, you're hopefully going to really enjoy your experience at high school. We want to be able to treat you like young adults. And in order to do that, there's a level of responsibility that you have to demonstrate, okay? Every freshman who walks in the door here is going to be assigned a mentor. That's a junior or senior who has gone through rigorous training, has gone and been vetted to a whole application process to be a mentor here. And they're going to be your go-to person to ask for help or to get advice. You'll have homeroom with them once every couple of weeks, so you'll get to know your mentor pretty well. You'll notice that our upperclassmen set the tone for the building. By and large, our student population is pretty calm, pretty relaxed. We go with the flow. We work hard, and we play hard, and we have fun. But we understand the boundaries, and we don't make a mockery of it. So, if you have a lot of energy, if you're a person who has a lot of energy and you're a little squirrely, and you come into the lunchroom and you want to hoot and holler and get up and move around and kind of draw attention to yourself, that's probably not going to fly. We don't act like that. We act like young adults. So if you want to walk down the hallway and trip people or smack people upside the head, again, that's not going to fly. You probably will have a senior take a look at you and say, you need to knock it off. So there's a level of maturity that happens between your 8th grade, 9th grade year. I think that you can all walk in the door with the opportunity to do great stuff. It's a matter of your mindset. So if you come in with a plan that you're going to be on top of your homework, you're going to sit down every day and make sure that you're touching base on your courses, whether it's reviewing your Algebra 1 notes or take another look at a passage that you're going to be quizzed on for English honors, whatever your path is. If you commit to that, you're going to do well. All right? If you don't, you will dig a hole. And it will be difficult to get out of it. But again, we're going to be here to help you with that as well. So my door is always open. Please feel free to communicate with me. If you ever have any questions, don't hesitate. And we look forward to having you over here on this side of the river very soon. Have a great day.